Hey everybody, Retrobeard here. How are you all doing? It's Wednesday afternoon, just gone 5 PM GMT time. Before I get started, I want to say if you enjoy my content, please remember to like, subscribe, share, click the notification bell, leave me a comment. With that said, let's get started. Well, I've had a fairly busy week. Added a few PlayStation 2 games, have not been tested, but they're not just for the channel. They're for me to burn to DVDs with a patch on for my soft modded PS2. But you know, it's sort of like two birds with one stone. Just Wild Arms, Alter Code F, which is a remake of the original Wild Arms game with a lot of enhancements because of the extra power of the PS2. And 4 speaks for itself, it's just number 4 in the series, so not a lot of use for the channel, but moderate use. But great use for me. So I've cleared 11,000 games now, 11,006, and you think many of the games are CD based games. That's quite good. Yeah, so what should we warm up with? Let's have a look. You can have so many games and still not be sure what to play. Another reason why I prefer physical media, because you value the collection more. You get the game out, you make the effort, and you put it in. The only downside, well, one of the downsides of these massive collections of ROM games is it makes games a bit throwaway. I suppose it depends on your psychology and your state of mind. Well, I find a curated physical collection just helps. I know burning discs isn't the same, but you could call it a middle ground. I don't think I've played this game. Hello, Karaoke Blokey. How are you doing? Welcome to stream, my friend. Good to see you as always. Turn the volume down a bit on this one. Hello, Snake and Eagle. Long time no see, my friend. How you doing? Good to have you back. This is a promising start. Oh yep, my cup of tea's there, that's good. You'd think this was Final Fantasy VII, wouldn't you? But it's not. Yes, it's always good to see you. I finished, well, as of tomorrow, I do just 2 hours, and I finish one of my jobs before Christmas because I had a load of holiday to use up. So, and it's just the other jobs that are left. Oh, you're having a few problems. Happens to the best of us. I always make typos, don't worry. Tekken, Metal Knight, I think Tekken I prefer. King of Fighters has always been a curiosity, not much else to me. Oh, at this point, consoles. Once upon a time I would have said arcades, but now I'd say consoles now. Arcades have had their time. You keep getting it wrong, but you keep trying and not giving up. That's the main thing. All lunar outposts fall to the Xenon Empire. These stories, eh? I'm feeling quite tired tonight. I think this is cold weather. Oh. It's called Nectaris or something. I've never played it in my life, but I can't really judge it from this dodgy cutscene. I don't even know what sort of game it is. Strategy, maybe? If it's rubbish, I'll turn it off. Chaos Warriors, Metal Knight. I used to have a Chaos Warrior army back when I used to play Warhammer Fantasy in the good old days. Before they closed it down and brought on crappy Age of Sigmar. I miss being a war gamer. Some of my best memories are playing with those models and painting them and having all the hobby and all the chill out and all the feel and making scenery and Now it's very sad. It saddens me this time in my life. I can't do that anymore. Yeah, I remember King of Fighters vaguely. I've had some fun on it, but not the kind of hours I've put into other things. Warhammer 3 PS3 game. Is that the game that was also on the Xbox and on the PC? It was kind of a strategic army game. If that is the one, I played it briefly. I really must get my hands on a copy of it, Karaoke. Oh, that's a tough one. If it's the original Warhammer Fantasy, I'd say that because that's where my pleasure's been, but in modern times I'd say 40k. But I've not really played much 40k in my life. I've perhaps played it many, many years ago, about 5 or 6 battles, and then I had about 5 or 6 battles of Epic, the original Epic. Oh, I don't know then, Karaoke. Don't know about that one. I'll have to find out the name of it. I miss playing Warhammer Fantasy a lot. Probably Space Invaders. I like these graphics. I play strategic turn-based Warhammer 40k games on Steam with my friend sometimes. But, you know, nothing beats the tactile experience of the models. But I suppose the games do take a lot of time that I haven't really got anymore. Doom, the original Doom, every time. Quake is nothing compared to Doom to me. Oh, if you ever get your hands on it, Karaoke, you could always take a picture and email me it or something and see if I know it. Or just write down the name, whatever. Oh wow, this game looks intriguing. It might be one of them games that you need to learn, so it's not great for a stream. That's the one, Snake. Are you familiar with it? But the only Doom music I like is the Doom music in the PlayStation 1 version. PlayStation Doom is where it belongs for me. One day I hope to play Link Up mode again on the cooperative campaign with my friend. We used to pull all-nighters on it. My god, it was tiring. Ordering 12 cans of Coke from the kebab house. Get a pizza, a massive 24-inch pizza that we'd share, and I'd get 12 cans of Coke as stimulant. Play it all night, and I still didn't have a heart attack. I suppose there's still time. I suppose I should actually start the game up rather than staring at it. This game might have to be burned to a disc. I might have to play this on my real PlayStation 1. Scenario editor, wow. No multiplayer. Shocking. I don't know what Critters... Oh, yeah, Critters was that horror type film, weren't it? Probably Critters, because I hate Gremlins. Oh, awesome, Karaoke Bloke. That's cool. I can't wait to see it. Take your time, though, my friend, because I know our lives are busy things, aren't they? I seem to have not enough time, and I don't seem to manage my time as well as I'd like. I've seen one of my Christmas presents today that my wife got me. Well, the Christmas present. It's Final Fantasy VIII on the 3DS, new and sealed. I cannot wait for that one. I might have to have a couple of gluten-free Peroni beers at Christmas Day and play that. New and sealed was a good thing, because these days that's rare, isn't it? The thing is, will I have the strength of will to open up the seal and devalue it, or will I keep it sealed and stare at it like a sado? I love these graphics. Ah, yeah. You're running the business, are you? You've got a few minutes to yourself. That's always good. I do that at work all the time. I've got a few minutes to myself. I have a cup of tea and have a bit of a look on my phone or whatever. The best game in history, Metal Knight. The best computer game and console game in history. That's a tough one, that is. I think it depends on what mood I'm in. It's probably split between about 10 or 15 games, and I would change my mind depending on what nostalgic mood I'm in. Like, I might say Command & Conquer Red Alert, I might say Doom, I might say Diablo 1, I might say Diablo 2, or Final Fantasy 7, or Final Fantasy 10. Well, you've got a job, you go to work, and some people can't even, they can't even do that, so that's good. And there's worse jobs, there's better jobs. I mean, my jobs are nothing special. One, I just do cleaning and help people who are disadvantaged and elderly, and I help them where I can, do like minor repairs or help them with things, like a menial, I suppose you'd call it. And then the other job, I'm a caretaker, so I haven't got, my job's all right. The only thing about my jobs that's good is I have freedom. I'm left alone. I like being left alone. I don't like having a boss. I'm a bit of a law unto myself. I just wish I had more money coming in. My God. This has been the poorest autumn to winter in my entire flipping life. Okay, this game just expects me to know how to play it, does it? Bison. Hexagonal-based strategic game. The information. Awesome, you fit tyres. That's cool. That's one thing I've never done. Then again, I can't drive. I've got coordination difficulties, so I'd be dangerous if I push the issue and driving. So now I choose not to. I've managed this long. I'm 43, aren't I? So cats or dogs? Cats every time. Cats are like me. Dogs get in my space, and I don't like things in my space. I like my space to be respected. And dogs are needy. Cats are independent. I like cats. I mean, some cats can be real twits, but when it's a decent cat, yeah. This has got Final Fantasy 7 vibes to me. The graphical style reminds me of it. My infantry are being splashed. I'm okay on Mario. I'm not particularly good at any game, to be honest. I'm either passable or bloody terrible. Okay, I've lost all the initiative. The enemy are just getting in there and hitting me. If any of you guys are interested, have any of you guys got a PC? Even a basic PC, like a cheap laptop? If you've got a PC, let me know, because I'm doing a little... I'd put a post about it in the community section, but I'm doing a little project. I'm trying to get people to... They sell Diablo 1 on good old games quite cheap, or people might already have it. I'm trying to get a Diablo 1 server going on Game Ranger, where we get together and we play together. Like so it's up to 4 players, so some people can come and go if there's more than 4, and I'm going to stream it sometimes. What is it? I tried testing the stream, the ability to do it yesterday, but I ran into a problem. When it records the footage or streams the footage, it puts it into a tiny image in the left corner of the screen, so I wonder if it's something to do with resolution. I don't really have the regular contact with Dark Entrax anymore, so I don't even have a clever person to ask. So I've been doing internet searches, and it seems to do with resolution, but I don't know. My base and canvas resolution doesn't seem to support it, so I've got a few technical problems right now anyway, so there's no rush for anyone. I just thought a bit of old... Oh, okay. Because the good thing about Diablo 1 is even a cheap and nasty computer can run it perfectly fine because it's so old. But yeah, or maybe it's something for a later date. It was just like a cheap or free way of people having a bit of fun and interacting, and I thought it might be good for the channel as well. You know, but who knows? But until I overcome my technical problems, it doesn't matter anyway. Oh, what an idiot. I can redo my turn, can I? I give up on that one. Yeah. Saying this little project I've got going, it could end up going into other games, but if you don't own Diablo 1, you can have, if you know naughty ways of downloading it online, that's fine. But if the worst comes to worst, good old games, you know, GOG, they sell it quite cheap and it's often on sale. And then you can download Game Ranger for free, which is a game service, and it's free and it's really old school. And it allows people to play old games together. It's really cool. And I just make a private server with a password on it that everyone knows. That sounds awesome, Metal Knight. Will you be visiting it and spending some money? Change my time of my stream. What kind of time were you thinking, Karaoke Bloke? Because I don't have a lot of wiggle room. My life is multifaceted like the rest of, like all of ours are. Yeah, but there's no rush anyway, because I've got to sort out how to make it look proper on the screen for my streaming and recording, because obviously I want to use the material, but it means in a way the channel becomes interactive, doesn't it? Because people can play together and have fun. Steam, I wouldn't touch Epic Games with a barge pole. But yeah, then you can expand onto Steam games or other games or good old games. Say this Game Ranger, it's an old school matchup service. It's really light on the system. It's not complicated. It's just a little box, and it just allows people to play together. 7. Well, for now, I couldn't do that regularly because that kind of gets in the way of a few family things that I do. But like for instance, special occasions like Christmas time and stuff like that, I can sometimes come on. And I mean, or sometimes I can just play, like if it's a game session, I could just play it and not stream it. I could record the footage and use it perhaps for a video later. But yeah, so I could probably play at those sort of times sometimes, but not stream, because I think I stream it, it's a bit unsociable. My missus is in the living room and she hasn't got to be quiet, but she is quiet because she's considerate. It's not fair on her, so I choose to stream when she's not here, you see. But yeah, with the game playing element, the times are more flexible anyway, because like I say, because what I would do is I wouldn't stream it, I just record it, and then it's just useful, and it also, people want to join in, it's nice for them, isn't it? But yeah, but first things first, I've got to iron out this bug anyway. It seems to be resolution related, otherwise it's useless. So I don't know, say it just records it in a little tiny box top left of the screen, and it seems to be to do with resolution. Because Diablo 1 is obviously a very low resolution game. Although the good old games version is like a sort of partial remaster, when you play online it goes back to the original version, but it's compatible with modern computers. Yeah, so between people getting their equipment and getting the game, and me sorting out how the hell to record and stream it properly, we've got a bit of wiggle room anyway and a bit of time. But say I haven't even got to always stream it. I can just sometimes just press record, start it all up, and then use the footage for videos. Because sometimes, you know, it's like a gameplay video, but it's like having a bunch of friends on an old D&D style quest or something. And Diablo 1's got a lot of fun for casual gaming. The only rules I want is everybody's legit. Nobody like cheats their character or anything. You know, we just play it proper, old school. I mean, it can be total chaos. It can be player killing if people want. It can be stealing all the loot or being a gentleman. People can play in character. Yeah, I think it's a great idea, and it might rejuvenate the channel a little bit, because you know, watching people play games isn't everyone's cup of tea, but joining in the game. Dungeons and Dragons. I haven't played that for a long time. I used to play the original versions, well, for a while. Very complicated for me though. Let's move in the forces. Merry Christmas, indeed. Merry Christmas to you and all. The kids keep thinking I'm Santa. I can't afford to buy them presents. Yeah. Oh, like I say, I mean, Diablo 1, because it was a very early game with online features, it was abused with people duping items and stuff, but we'll just play it old, you know, we'll just play it raw. We'll go in with our crap equipment and we'll probably get slaughtered, but we'll have a lot of fun being slaughtered. It'll be quite, I'm hoping it'll be quite comedic. Other than that, you know, just other than cheating, people can do what the hell they want. They can even play and kill each other, because it's quite fun sometimes having it, treating it as a bit of a playground and being silly on it and stuff. I mean, it's not permadeath on it anyway. You know, you just go to town and you go back and get your body and stuff. You know, it's brutal by modern standards, but it's not brutal, really. And Diablo 1 is such a classic game. This game is alright. Yeah. Even it's so old-fashioned. You've only got 3 classes. You've got Fighter, Rogue, or Wizard, which, like, the Fighter is just a male knight in shining armor type guy. The Rogue is just a female archer, and the Wizard is obviously a man who casts spells. But you can sort of multi-class in it by design. You know, you could be a wizard with a sword. Not really, or you could be, the difference is the default class is more capable of specialisation. Like, I used to have a fighter who could use magic, and he had a mana shield that turned all his magic points into extra hit points. So he had like a pool of mana points before his hit points went down, and things like that, or teleporting yourself into battle, or enchanting your weapons, that kind of thing. So you can be sort of multi-class. It's a cool game, simple, but yet there's depth to it. What am I doing? There we go. Yeah, it's and like I say, if we all have a good time and if we get a little group going, we can even expand into other games like Diablo 2, because Diablo 2's 8 players. Just do a little passworded off game that's private on, and this Game Ranger is the perfect platform for it. It's very light and old school, but it's got what you need, and and you can just make a private room with a password like the old days online. And most of all, like I say, the only thing that isn't free, unless you can get your hands on it from downloads, is the game. The rest of it's free. Which we all like a bit of free, don't we? Are my soldiers being butchered? There's a load of old school games like Warcraft as well. Yeah, no help, no problems. But it's a relatively simple game. You'll have no problems with picking it up. It's difficult. In a manner of speaking, it can be difficult, but not in an unreasonable way. But the actual controlling and learning the nature of the characters and things, it's quite simple. It's a game from the early 90s. There's nothing. You know, it's the sort of granddaddy of the dungeon RPG type game, the hack and slash. I won. And so it opens up a lot of other games, like one I'd love to play with some people on here would be an 8-player battle of Star Wars Galactic Battlegrounds. That was such a good game. Have you ever seen that game before? Old school Star Wars game that's like uses the Age of Empires 2 game engine, but it replaces it with Star Wars sprites and sounds and properties. And it's such a good game. You build your city, your armies, you can pick any of the Star Wars factions, up until the prequel era, and all, you know, like you've got Rebellion, Galactic Empire, Republic, the ones that Count Dooku leads, Separatists, Rebel Alliance, the Gungans, the Wookiees. Such a good game. There's even more factions, but I can't remember. Oh yeah, Trade Federation. Such a good game. Mad. It's utterly mad. It's a crazy game, but it's good. And 8 players is insane. Yeah, it's really old-fashioned, and it runs on, and it has some good old games as well. And it runs on the weakest hardware and cheapest hardware possible, which is always good. But it's not Battlefront. You might be thinking of Battlefront. This isn't Battlefront. Battlefront is a sort of first-person type game. This is Galactic Battlegrounds. It wasn't that massive, but it's really expansive with all the factions. Saying it's one of those games where your workers build your city up and mine things and craft and you build your your space fleet up and stuff. Not a space fleet, your army and your fight. You do have spaceships as well, like X-wings and things. It's just a fun game. It's cheap. It's always good. We always like cheap. Yeah, this game wasn't massively famous. It had a following. I used to play it back online, back in the day on the what do you call it? The MSN game service. I can't think of the name of it now, but it was not Battlefront. No, it's Battlegrounds, and it was on the Microsoft gaming service. The thing that preceded Xbox Live actually, and it was such a really good service. And the freedom. There was no policing. You know, people were just. It was crazy. You'd all sit in the room, and when you're in the room waiting for the game to launch, built into software, you can press numbers and it makes Star Wars voices and things, and we used to just like troll each other. It was just of that golden age of gaming when online gaming was raw. I had so much fun on it. And we can recreate that on Game Ranger, pretty much identical to how it was back in the day. You don't have to have your nostalgia glasses on, you can just switch it on and play it just how you did in the 90s. That's the cool thing about it, when you can just recreate the past exactly how it was. Oh, yeah, it was a big game. It was a big game, yeah. Like I say, you could pretty much be every Star Wars faction up until the point of the prequels, because obviously the later films, those crap ones, weren't invented. But you could be any civilization up until then. Like you can have Jedi's as your special troops, and Sith, and Jedi Knights, apprentices, and masters, Sith apprentice and Sith Knight, well, Sith warrior and Sith master. Saying pretty much every franchise. There was loads of like quotes and stuff. So you really felt you were in the films, which was awesome. Like you press a number and it makes a quote from the films, and also you can do private chat inside the game, so you could form an alliance with someone and then make plans with them in a private chat within the game itself. Which you think this is the 90s we were doing this, and then you can have that proper political side with scheming. Like I could send you a private message and only you can see, and say, do you want to form an alliance and do a sneak attack on Fred, and then we can suddenly do it and make plans. And you could then pretend you're Fred's ally and he opens up his defences, then boom, we do a sneak attack. And you can do trade as well. You can have trade lanes where you generate extra income by these trade vehicles that go from your base to my base, your base to my base. And then you've got to defend the trade lines. It's such a deep game. On the outskirts, it looks like a sort of Star Wars RTS. But once you get into the depth of the game, it's the game is what you make of it. The politicking and the scheming and the backstabbing, you can really ruin someone's day. It's worse than Monopoly for that. And you control people, and it's so much fun. Everybody who plays it needs to have a good nature though, because somebody who's a bit highly strung might start getting upset, but that's how the game's meant to be played. It's meant to be played like you're in a Star Wars world of politicking and tricking and backstabbing and sneak attacks. Fending off waves on because you build a full city with walls, and you make force shield generators and stuff. Yeah, it's in depth. once again, to actually play the game, it's simple to play. It's a piece of pea. To master the game, that's where you get good. But to play the game, it's simple. You send your little workers off to mine the resources. You know, you build your buildings like troop making, and that's, you know, like Age of Empires, like Command and Conquer, that sort of thing. But it's the fact that there were so many advanced features built in, like I say, like public chat, private chat, allied chat. You can make allegiances where your troops don't attack each other, and you know, so that you can don't have any friendly fire. But then you can switch off that allegiance, get all your crap inside their base, and wipe them out. I mean, like I say, if you're a person who gets butthurt, it's not a good game to play. But if you're a person who can laugh at things that go wrong and stuff, and mess with people, and not take it to heart, it's a fantastic game. Like a sadist's game. And each faction has strengths and weaknesses. Like the Rebel Alliance has got the best air force. The Galactic Empire has got the best mechs with, you know, with their big walkers, their big ATTs. What is it? The Republic have got the best Jedis, I think, something like that. Anyway, each faction has got the best something, like special, and you've got elite unique troops, like the Wookiees have got the Berserkers, who are like great big Wookiees who go mad with two-handed, you know, with weapons in each hand. You can have the Naboo. The Naboo have got elite cavalry with force shield generators on. Oh, this game could be just your cup of tea then. Yeah, I forgot to tell you, you can have the Naboo. The Naboo have got quite a good air force, but they've got this elite cavalry. The Galactic Empire have got dark troopers, which is quite a nod to their old, you know, Legends material, because back then it wasn't Legends, it was legit. Rebel Alliance have got speeders. Remember from Empire Strikes Back, they've got them as their elite troops as their speeders, which are really powerful advanced aircraft. Separatists have got DACA droids, you know, the destroyer droids with the force shields from the Phantom Menace. That's Trade Federation, sorry. What am I saying? Yeah, it's a really cool game. What else can you have? I'm trying to remember it all because I haven't played it in years, but I've seriously put some time into it. Who else? Gungans have... I think the Gungans have them big lumbering creatures that make mobile force shield generators. Yes, you can actually take the Gungan army to war, just like in the films, which is hilarious. The Gungan strength is they've got the best navy in the game because they're aquatics, and so if you want to send an army of Jar Jar Binkses to their certain death, you get to do it. Yeah, GOG have got it, and sometimes sometimes when it's on sale, it's like 99p. And when it's not on sale, I think it's like £3 or £4 or something. I mean, bear in mind, I haven't looked in a long time, so I don't know if prices have gone up. Who else is there? There's the Republic. I think the Republic have got... Maybe they've got Jedi fighters. You know the starfighters that Anakin and Obi-Wan fly in the third film? I think you have them, Jedi fighters. But yeah, and then you've got all the other things like, you know, if you're the Empire, you've got your stormtroopers and scout walkers, and it's basically a Star Wars nerdgasm with old school graphics but loads of modern innovative features. And 8 players, all humans. Obviously, you can imagine how cool that would be if you had 8 decent people on. Basically means we'll try and encourage everyone to come along and join in these kind of games. Yep, you have the whole lot. I'm trying to think what other stuff there is, because I've bound to have forgotten some of it, because there was, you know, there's a lot of factions in Star Wars up to that point of history. The Star Wars are cut. The Jedis and Sith are cool because their special powers are they can use mind tricks and they take over your units and control the enemy's units. So you get about 20 Jedis, go in, do your mind tricks, and you're suddenly controlling half of the enemy's army, which obviously upsets them. That's the fun of it, upsetting them, isn't it? I am a troll. Bounty hunters. I'm not sure. Oh, no, yes, you can have bounty hunters. I apologise. Bounty hunters are Jedi killer units. They look like the one that Han Solo shot first. They're a bit like that, like green-headed things. And there's a few different ones, I think, for each race. But they're basically them generic bounty hunters who work for Jabba the Hutt. And they're like they're part of their elite infantry who are tough, and they do things like they're quite good at killing Jedi. And what else is there? There's everything, you see. I could forget more than what I could tell you. So you've got sea, land, and air with the spaceships. You can have artillery. Artillery is good against a force shielded base because you have force shield generators and stuff. Bloody hell, what else can you have? Oops, I shouldn't have done that, Harry. You can have all your basic infantry, like rebel fighters with those funny helmets on, your Roger robots, Roger, and all that stuff. Every race has a sort of tank type unit. But yeah, it's old. It's old school 2D graphics, but I like those sort of graphics, so I have no problem with that. And it's very light on your system performance, which is good. You don't have to worry about 3D graphics. But the graphics are functional, and the sound effects in it are absolutely brilliant. It's like I say, you can just spam them. I'm trying to think, you have defense turrets for air and ground. There's all kinds of tricks you can do and trolling you can do. You can do donations. So let's say we're allies and you're skint. I can send you resources, like wirelessly send you resources within the game. So the political side of the game is the best part, really, because you can do so much stuff. Yeah, I think it's a great game, and I think if I get people on the channel or anybody else who wants to join in to come along, I think it would be really good. Yeah, it's a great game. It's a great game even to sit on your own and play. But yeah, the experience is 10 times better with people. I mean, there's campaigns on it where you can play certain Star Wars stories and stuff, and then you get to use named characters like Luke and stuff. But well, when you play multiplayer, it's like the games of that era. You go on to the creator, pick the map, pick resources, pick physics, like what sort of variables are going on, like resources and bonuses and fog of war. So when you play the one-player campaign, yes, you're doing a big Star Wars story on loads of worlds. But when you play in the multiplayer, you basically pick a great big map and just build your empire on it. Like games of that time. So I don't know if you've ever played Age of Empires, but it uses the Age of Empires 2 game engine. So it's very similar to Age. If you can play Age of Empires 2, you can play this game. You can pick a map. You can have anything you want, really, within the Star Wars mythos. An ice world, a forest world, a swamp. And like I say, then the host picks all the game's variables, like your starting resources and stuff. And then you just build your city up. You can make verbal agreements, like you could say, hey guys, let's make a rule, no one attacks each other for 20 minutes, so you've got a chance to at least be built up before you kill each other, because it's nice to experience a city. And if you really want to be enjoy the game and not make anyone left out, the good thing to do, like I found, is be merciful. Like when I play people I'm much better than, I don't just kill them in 10 minutes. I tease them, attack the base and zoom off, like how it is in a film, so they get a chance to develop and improve. Because if we're all playing and we kill someone in 5 minutes, that sucks, because they're left out then. It's better to just toy with them a little bit. Yeah, I mean, those £200 laptops could play this game perfectly fine. They could play all the old games fine, like these Intense Celeron things. It just depends on how much you want to spend. But I've run these games on netbooks. I don't know if you remember netbooks. They were Windows XP, 1 gig of RAM, with a terrible processor, and they were like those little screens you got free with your mobile phone contract, and I've run these games on them, including the Game Ranger, lag-free. Hello, Emma Fisher. Thank you for the link. I appreciate that. Nobody click on what she's saying because that's to do with dirty stuff, I think. She's probably a bot. God knows why I'm saying hello. What, all the emulation stuff? All the game emulation? Are you asking, could you emulate PlayStation 1 games and stuff? On an Intel Celeron dual-core processor with about 4 GB of RAM, you could emulate quite a lot, because that's significantly powerful than a lot of mobile chips. You could run up to PlayStation. Oops, what have I done? You could run up to PlayStation 1 perfectly fine. You could probably increase the resolution to, 720p or something as well. You could run SNES, Mega Drive, all that lot quite well on it. Hello, Andy. Thanks for clicking on her link and supporting the channel. I've not tried PS3 on my on this yet. I've been a bit bogged down. I've not had as much time, but I'm going to try PS3 at some point. I think I could probably run some PS3. How you doing, Andy? Maybe Andy would be interested in this idea. Do you want to hear my idea, Andy? The answer's yes, by the way. Excellent, the enemy's being annihilated. The Union. You don't have a choice, no. If you leave the stream, I'll broadcast it to your house. I'll hack into your equipment to make it come out of the speakers. I'm looking at doing, Andy, for the channel and for all of our mutual enjoyment, gaming where we play together and without the need of great expense or great technical skill. And of course, being a retro channel, I was looking at playing old games, starting off, say, with the first Diablo game, because they're all on good old games, pretty much, these games are, and using Game Ranger as our multiplayer element, because it's free and it's light and it's very easy, and then we all play together and I stream it or record it, and then like for example, Diablo 1 is 4 players, games like Diablo 2A, Star Wars Galactic Battlegrounds, 8 players, and doing something like that where we're all a bit interacting but without the need of expensive equipment or complicated learning curves, because I don't do very well with complicated. Some of the stuff I've done here has absolutely exhausted me, and then it never ends. But this would be nice because old school PC games, basically. Do you have a PC, Andy? Or is that a stupid question? I've just been ironing out a few problems because I did a test recording the other day on Diablo 1 and the game was in a tiny window on the left side of my screen, so I need to work out how to make it full screen for streaming and recording. But say Diablo 1 and most of these games run good old games for just a few £. And they're still, and because good old games is on it, they've taken care of any technical problems. It runs on they run on Windows perfectly fine. In Game Ranger, I can just make a server room with a password. Everybody does it has the password. They come in and we play, and we troll each other. So what do you think, Andy? Does that sound like something you'd do or would want to do? And it's such a great collection of old games to be enjoyed. It might even rejuvenate the channel a little bit and bring in some even more new blood. We've got some more awesome people. Yeah, well, even like I was saying to karaoke, even a modest laptop would run these games without any lag or performance hits. That's the beauty of these old games, and the beauty when they're on good old games and Steam, they're taken care of. But well, if it's something you'd like to do and your laptop can be resurrected, you'd be most welcome, because it'd be awesome. I'm not doing it in a hurry. You're not going to miss out, because I've got to get these old games behaving nicely with my capture software. And it wouldn't be something we do all the time. We do it, you know, slowly at first and practice, and then it wouldn't even always be at the times when I do the channel. Sometimes it'll just be for pure leisure, and I just record it rather than stream it and use it as a video, a gameplay video, because we could have some real laughs that can be recorded, like when funny things happen, like if we all get slaughtered or betray each other or whatever. It could be really, really good material, and it's good friends having good fun. It's not just material. That's just a bonus for me. I suppose a bonus for you as well if the channel sustains. I like what I do here, but I don't feel there's a ton of new things I can do beyond add system, add a few games. Yeah, well, it won't always be at the same time, because like I say, it won't just be streams. It could just be on a Sunday or in the evening. So I'm going to be on it a bit more if it kicks off, because I'd like that. That'd be such a nice way of gaming, because I love social gaming. I hate playing on my own sometimes. But yet I'm not playing horrible modern games. It'd be playing these awesome old school games. I messaged Dark Entrax about it on Instagram, but he hasn't got back to me. It's been a few days now, so I think he's quite busy, but because he'd be good for it, because he likes his old games, doesn't he? And he's quite a character. So I'm going to try and pass the word to everybody I can speak to as I see them. There's no pressure, it's not imminent, because I've got to sort out this damn problem with the capturing, because I don't want to capture a tiny window. I think it's to do with resolution, because the resolution's so low. But I don't seem to have a setting to do much about it. Yeah, well, like I say, Karaoke, no rush. Just do what you got to do. Because until I can sort out capturing, recording, I'm dead in the water anyway. Because I don't mind doing it for pleasure, but I'd like to do it for the channel as well, because it would make some premium material. All of us lot having fun. The best sort of videos, I think, and streams. And it's memories with some good friends, which we, you know, we're not in the 90s. We don't get all to meet on a sofa anymore like we all used to back in the day, you know, in our lives. Now we have to be a bit more creative, and that's what I do with my friend, my good friend who I grew up with, who moved to America many years ago. We meet on Steam and play together, and we have a lot of fun. We don't play all the time, but we go through stages of playing quite a lot, and then it dies down and it comes back. And you know, we used to always play on the sofa. He's my PlayStation 1 link-up guy, but nowadays we're on Steam, recreating it, talking with the voice software on Steam. That's something else. We can all talk on the voice software if we want. We can all chat. I can hear your voices. Hopefully it won't scare me. Yeah, well, this will be like couch co-op, Andy, except we're on virtual couches together, and we're virtual friends, but it's, you know, you have to work with what you've got, don't you? We're not in 1995 anymore, unfortunately. We've allowed ourselves to be sucked onto this internet crap. We'll make the most of it. We've got so many good games to fall back on. I won't drop doing what I do, but it just supplements it with something else as well. And it's a way of me making more videos without actually me devoting any more time to the channel. Because if I'm playing games on the sofa with you guys and I'm recording it, I can just then use that as material. You can play local 2-player karaoke exactly as you do, exactly as you would do back in the day on the real console. Or you can do up to 4 players as long as you've got the equipment. Yeah, so if you've got that sort of laptop, like a Celeron laptop, it would be a pretty decent emulation machine. It may even run Dreamcast. There is a way of doing it over the internet that Dark Entrax knows how to do, and he was talking to me about it. But I've not progressed my equipment and channel as quick as he can. Nowhere near as quick. You could almost say I've stood still, because I don't have his technical knowledge. And he was telling me that both parties have to have their settings and versions of the games and stuff identical, and it kind of like blew my mind a little bit. So it's sort of my fault, really. I'm outnumbered. Let's form lines. Oh, am I blue? You say it can be done, but just not by me. What's going on? It says enemy unit. I was getting like headaches with all the technical stuff I was doing on here at one point. Okay, let's try again. What am I doing wrong? Oh crap, pressed the wrong button. Oh well. Oh, I'm blue. Shows how much attention I pay. Now I'm going to pay the price for my technical failure. This is a relaxing game. I might have to burn this to disk. But yeah, your a laptop like that would double up for it as a great emulation machine. Okay, my friend, take care. I'll speak to you soon. Thanks for coming along. It's been awesome chatting to you as usual. I'll see you soon, buddy. So I'm blue. Is my tea ready yet? Oh, nice cup of tea. Oh, thank you very much, Karaoke Bloke. It's much appreciated. You are a legend, sir. Cheers. Merry Christmas, in fact. I don't say that too often, but... Oh. Yes, thank you very much. Have a good one. Keep warm as well, because it's bloody cold. Oh. And if you get that computer, I have no problems helping you out setting it up with the emulation, because a lot of the basics aren't hard. I've just taken the long way round things, because I was learning what to do. So I'm blue. Okay, I need to... This is a relaxing game. I love relaxing games. This will be a good one on the sofa with a few beers. Feeling like the thinking man. I'm a sucker for strategic games. Sucker! Crazy fool! Okay, the infantry did not die. And I'm being attacked from 2 points. Hold it, I need to think about this. Yes, Andy, I'll keep you updated about all that, and I'll talk to you more about it as we go along, because it's not a rush, it's just a nice project. It'll be great for the channel, and great for all of us to have some fun, because let's face it, old school games are just more simple, and like what these sort of games are. Yes, they've got nuances and things to learn, but once you're in them, it's just raw. And it'll be like the best of 1990s with the best of today. Okay, why is it not working? Hello, Alan, how you doing? Well, I appreciate you popping by anyway. I know life's busy for all of us. I'm alright, thank you. I've been talking to a few good people about this little project, and it looks like it's growing. Yes, Andy, feel free to, and I'll tell you what we can squeeze out of her. But I can already tell you that it will run these games no problems. I've ran them on a 1 GHz netbook without any lag on Game Ranger, doing the exact same thing that we're doing. I used to do with a couple of friends, and locally in our own homes, and I ran it on a 1 GHz, 1 gig RAM Windows XP netbook. So I'm pretty confident we'll be alright. You'll be good to go, Miss Moneypenny. This game is beautiful. It's beautiful! I'll be singing that again. Okay, so the enemy obliterated me, and I'm the blue meanie. I know sending infantry into tanks is not wise, but I've never been accused of being wise. We can take it, we're power armoured space marines, I wish. We can't hit tanks for some reason. Ignore the casualties, men, forward! Our motto is death is just a state of mind. Time for a drink. I always let my tea get cold. You're scaring me now, Andy. Miss Moneypenny. I bet you'd make a nice Miss Moneypenny. James Bond and Miss Moneypenny should have got a room, really. I'm losing. Can't believe I'm losing. Well, I can actually. I can perfectly believe. Oh, look at the time. 1 second. I'm just going to turn on the outside light. There we go. Can't have the good lady in the dark. What the heck have they got there? Artillery? Bloody hell, Harry. I'm being slaughtered. Where's my artillery? I'm jealous. Okay, my army is in ruins. It's lucky I don't have any feelings. So what can I do now? Take out the armoured division. Come on! You should not be waging war on the surface of the moon, really, should you? It's called Netaris or something. I've never played it in my life, but it's interesting. Except I'm losing, which is not interesting. I don't lose. Yeah, it's kind of like Advance Wars for people who have lost their jobs and they're getting desperate. I'm only saying that because I'm losing, so I'm sulking. I'm glad I saved my last go. I won't be saving this one. This battle's been a disgrace. It's a nice game. I love the PlayStation 2 graphics. This reminds me of Final Fantasy 7, the style of the graphics. How do I turn this battle around? You better walk away. Oh, it's me dying, isn't it? Bison. Okay, we need to pull out the reserves. I was reserved about doing it. Let's go for a flank. I'm going to flank you. Oh. I've just about finished all my Christmas shopping. That's what I've got from my wife, I found out. Final Fantasy VIII on the 3DS, new and sealed. Alrighty, one of the best, not Final Fantasy, ignore that. Dragon Quest. Let's try again. I was getting them mixed up. Dragon Quest VIII on the 3DS, new and sealed. There we go. One of the best games on the entire 3DS and new and sealed. Living the dream. Got it for a bargain, $34.99. I don't want to save. Bloody game. I might save my progress, but then keep the other saves separate so I can return to it, and if I die I can start the turn again. Just in case the game's ruthless. Oh, I could do a save state, couldn't I? Come on, take out them blue meanies. The blue meanies. Is there another turn I can do? Wonder what's for tea tonight, I have no idea. Hopefully something like chicken nuggets and chips with grated cheese and bread and butter. Simple tea for a simple man. I eat like a 10-year-old. Just bigger portions. Okay. This is not good. I'll be burning this game to disc and playing it on my sofa, I think, in the future. When I can get myself off of Plants vs Zombies on the Xbox One. Doing this channel has made me fall back in love with my gaming. I do more gaming than I used to. I don't do loads, but I do more. I wasn't doing any. I was just buying them but not playing them before. Which is probably some sort of a mental illness. Kilroy. I know a few Killjoys. Awesome, Alan. Well, it will happen, my friend. I've talked to a few more people. Andy's interested. Karaoke Bloke is interested. So I've still not managed to get an answer back from Dark End Tracks. He's a bit busy, but I'm going to spam him on his YouTube channel if I have to. I'll post comments if I have to. He'll appreciate the comments. But yeah, and I'm evolving the idea in all other sorts of ways, but not in an expensive way, in a fun way, an expansive way. So yeah, it's going to happen, and it's not just going to be streaming times, Alan. I've decided I'll do it leisurely, so everyone can play, and I'll just save it as a video rather than a stream and put it up. So you will get to play, my friend. Everyone's going to be included. Sounds nice, Andy. I might come to yours for some food then. So yes, so we will all get to do this stream. I just need to get it where my streaming software doesn't make it. I tried doing a test recording, Alan, and it made the recording into a tiny little window in the top left. I think it's because of the low resolution of the game, so I've got that to work out, which is another reason why I want to talk to Dark End Tracks, because he might be able to point me in the correct direction of making it behave properly. But also because I'd like him to do it with us, because he's a legend of a guy, and he's been part of this channel for so long. I mean, he's busy nowadays, but he's done so many videos and been so much involvement. I'd love to have him on board with us. But I will get my hands on him, even if I have to go through Henrik. He knows him very well. He might be able to get a message through, but I've messaged him on Instagram. The gaming guild name: Retrobeards Reprobates. Well, I am about done. I need to start devouring food. Buckets of food. Nah, just a plate. But it's been awesome chatting with you guys and playing this pretty darn good game. I will be back Friday, usual time, usual place, 5 PM GMT. Hope to see you all here. Either way, have a great time and a great day. And I know we're all busy with the run up to that dreaded C word, Christmas. So yeah. So and I'll keep everybody updated about this gaming channel idea thing, because it's going to happen. It's just when and how and who. I'll pass you the bucket of food. You can. It's like a pig with its swill. But thanks, guys. Anybody watching this now or later, if you do enjoy my channel and my content, please remember to like, subscribe, share, click the notification bell, leave me a comment and all that. I appreciate the support. Thank you. And thank you, Karaoke Loki. It's very generous. Much appreciated. You're a good chap. Yes, Alan. Thank you, my friend. Well, I'm going to go, so take care of yourselves. Bye for now. This is Retrobeard signing off. Cheers. See you on Friday, guys. Bye. What am I doing? I am a technical